Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kamino Comms. We've been gone for a while.
Yeah,
Oops.
it's been a little while.
Yeah, but we took a little break for the holiday season, Thanksgiving, and I'm in the middle of a move. I'm selling my house and building one, so I'm trying to get everything out of my current house and ready to move into the new one.
And he's been crashing out every step of the way.
Just a little
Yes.
bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Minor
I'm just a little
crashes.
OCD. But a couple new things. You guys had the grand opening of your store.
Yeah.
That's right. My God.
That was
Have we
honestly
really
a
not-
blur. That was a blur.
That's yeah. Then that's definitely why a big reason why we had to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. We had the grand opening, which was amazing. We had a good amount of people come through, followers that were following the whole process of the opening and everything.
Yeah.
And then, obviously people that just found us and
They're like, is this Star Wars?
yeah, exactly.
Sure is.
You came to the right place.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff planned. We just today opened up the online part of it.
Mhm.
We had to make a website for it, and that's where Bella's listing all of the vintage stuff, all the vintage t-shirts, and all the curated stuff. So we've been busy.
Yes. Booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
We're ramping up into the Christmas holiday.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my
Which
gosh.
we're also not ready for.
Also, yeah, definitely not ready for it.
We got our tree today, but we didn't decorate it because we didn't have time.
No,
And you guys were here
Yeah.
this past weekend
that's
at
right.
my house.
We
We
Dallas.
ambushed him.
him in Dallas.
He wasn't
These
ready.
two, yeah, surprised me for my birthday last weekend, and we had a lot of fun. Drank a lot of lattes.
We
Dude,
did drink a lot of lattes.
We were just saying, well, Bella was just saying that she was upset that we didn't keep count.
Should have. We can try to up
For
the
context,
record every time.
Yeah, for context, I drink a lot of coffee. A lot.
A lot of specifically lattes, at least 3 a day.
That's his go-to.
Yeah.
This
So-
podcast is fully ran on
latte energy.
on lattes and no sleep.
Yeah.
From the three of us.
Yep.
It's maybe a little
Yeah.
deranged.
And if our voices are a little shot, it's because we went crazy at karaoke.
We did.
You
We did go a little crazy, which was fun.
That was so much fun.
Well,
I'm so happy you guys were able to come out. Yeah, we'll have to film a in-person podcast soon.
yeah,
You
we
know,
should have
if,
done it.
if my
but-
house wasn't a mess. My house was a mess because of the move, but
Next
yeah,
time.
next time for sure.
Yeah,
That'd be-
definitely we'll have to. Well, I mean, we're gonna see you pretty soon, right? Like
Yeah, I should be there in
February-ish?
February. Maybe we'll
we can
do
one.
like a live pod at Galaxy's Edge or something.
That'd
I
be
don't know.
cool.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Go chase after Chewie.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be
Yeah.
on our podcast? He's like,
Chewie.
no.
Well, we
No,
gotta
no.
we gotta be in the Millennium Falcon and do the punch at Chewie, right?
Yeah, we do. We'll see if anyone from the cast let us just sit in the Falcon.
Dude, this is really important, okay?
Like we don't want to
Yeah,
go on the
one
ride.
hou-
Can we
one
just sit
hour.
in here?
Just give me 1 hour uninterrupted access.
Yeah.
to this
Tell
part
the
of
other
park.
guests to go somewhere else.
No, they can be there. We just want to sit.
I've never got to fly the Falcon.
You've
I'm
never
always
fly
like, no, like I guess
Why
our
don't
group
you-
size is always weird. So
Oh.
like we'll either have 2 or 4, and I think it's 6 in there.
I think you can wait if you ask. Like, can I go on the
I guess I
next one?
could. Next time I will, because
Yeah.
I'm tired of playing engineer.
Dude, you
or
gotta fly.
doing the
That ride
turrets.
is only fun if you fly the Falcon.
Yeah, actually.
Like pushing buttons in the back.
I
Not
know
fun.
one group we had like an elderly couple fly the Falcon, and the
Oh,
Falcon
no.
was like dragging on the floor the entire time.
You're like, I think they might
Oh,
turn it
man.
off, honestly.
Oh man,
I don't
that's so
blame him.
funny.
I think we
Not
should
that
have
very
blown
good
up
pilot.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, mm.
Well, you and I should fly the Falcon next time and actually not die.
And then I can be 3PO who's just crashing out and
Yes.
just making you more anxious.
It's fine.
Not helping at all.
That's okay.
Because that's what I can choose.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
typical.
That's what I'm saying. I'm your neurotic companion.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It'll be fun.
We have a very special giveaway for you guys for the holiday season. It is a Republic Commando giveaway where everything is Republic Commando. Erica and Bella, do you want to show them your portion of the giveaway and then I'll show mine?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're gonna be throwing in here. Let me just take these out real quick so you have
It's
a
not
better...
popcorn.
It's not popcorn,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately. But we're gonna be throwing in our Republic Commando inspired pin collection. So there's gonna be 4 pins. These are the first 2. I think I need to put my hand back here so
Like an OG YouTuber.
like an OG YouTuber. So yeah, here's
Yeah, we got
Boss and
Boss and
Scorch. So one of each of these, and then the other 2 here. Sorry, again, not popcorn, but the other 2 boyos.
Seven
And
Fixer.
So yeah, we're gonna be throwing in the whole set. So you get all 4 commandos, and I'll also be throwing in a boss sticker.
Yay.
Hey, and then for me, we'll be doing the Republic Commando limited run PC game
Iconic.
Hell yeah,
on this really cool throwback card.
that's cool.
Shows some of the other limited run games on the back, but yeah, this is
These
really
are so
cool.
fun.
Awesome.
And then it also comes with 2 of the
Damn.
limited run. I believe these were pre-order holographic cards that came with it.
Those are cool.
That
So you'll
foil.
get those as well.
Look at
Yeah,
that
these are
foil.
really cool. And lastly, in your size of choice, you will get a Culture Kings Republic Commando t-shirt. So it's got the Republic Commando logo here, the game art on the front, and then on the back it has the HUD from the first person view of inside the helmet. So that's really cool.
Really sick shirt. Really sick shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we should tell them how to enter.
Yes.
I'm running on 1 brain cell today. Okay, so there are 5 rules. Number 1, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Clint Skirata. Number 2, comment on this video with a topic you'd like us to cover on Kamino Comms. And this is very important, your Instagram username. And make sure if you enter that your Instagram is set to a public account, because if you're private, I don't think I'm going to be able to message you for your address if you win. Number 3, the winner will be selected randomly and announced in next week's episode. So we'll do the drawing. It'll be all live here. Well, live for us, but we'll show you guys on the podcast who wins. And then number 4, I'll reach out to the winner on Instagram to get their mailing address. And number 5, the winner will have 48 hours to respond, or we'll have to pick somebody else.
48 hours to respond.
It's a pretty
So
sweet,
check your DMs.
sweet giveaway. I want it. I'm gonna enter.
We can't win,
under a
right?
fake
We can't win.
account.
It's a pretty sweet giveaway.
Imagine.
Can you imagine if I won my own pins?
Oh my god, that's cruel.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
So make sure to enter, and happy holidays to all of you. And thank you for supporting the show. It's just a
Yes.
little way that we can give back to you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Excited. This should be a fun one.
Clone Rebellion.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's been rumored. I know that it's something that a lot of the fans want, but nothing has been confirmed yet.
Unfortunately.
For me, I think there are 2 clones that need their storylines wrapped up. One being Commander Wolf.
Mhm.
I want to
Yeah.
see
Yes.
how he defected,
Yes.
how he got to Rex and Gregor. And I mean, we still need a conclusion on Rex and Wolf.
Yeah.
We see Rex, Nick Sant in
No
Return of the
quotes.
Jedi.
No quotes. None of this.
It's him.
It's Rex.
Okay, I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it.
You don't want him to be alive?
No, I do. I'm fine with it.
He
I'm
doesn't
chill.
sound. He doesn't
Alright.
sound fine. with it.
I'm chill.
He just
chill.
glazes.
He's
Nick
like, because
Sant,
I
like,
wrote a
all the
fan
time.
fiction when I was 10 years old, explaining how he survived, and this goes against my headcanon.
And how Nick Sant saved
so-
him from like the.
I wish I was 10 years old when Clone Wars came out, but I was older.
We were like
13.
What
old
are
are
you talking
you?
about?
13.
2008, bro.
2008, 13.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Old.
Damn.
No, you're not.
I
old.
felt like we were younger.
No.
You're,
no, you're
he's
right.
a year older than you and 2 years.
Not
older than me.
he's not a year older. He's just
No, he's a couple months older.
a couple months. Yeah,
Just a couple months.
he's a year. He's a year older than you.
1 year.
So you wish you were younger? You wish you were like more.
I wish I was younger
More-
because I'm
more
closer to death.
Yeah. Think about that every day.
Oh my
I'm
god.
30. I'm 30 now,
So
guys.
it's pretty much
and
over.
You're done,
Yeah,
bro. You know what?
it's
You
the
should
big
start
3-0.
getting your affairs in order, man.
Yeah.
If I was a clone, I'd be dead.
Who's getting your collection? Is it someone who's a collector? Is it someone who knows the value?
What are you already planning my death and who's going to inherit this?
I think it's an important question to ask.
Okay. You know what? I will you my Padme figures.
That's all I needed to hear.
What do you want, Erico? What do you want?
You got rid of all of the things that I want. So
I did?
yeah.
What?
Well, your
Like
talent.
the Jaina and Jason Legacy Collection, Hasbro
Oh, okay.
figures, all your comic book packs.
Shake my head.
Listen,
Shake my head.
Hot toys
Shake
is
my-
an expensive hobby. And I have a
Yeah.
lot of them.
That's
So I had to fund them somehow.
What was like the final decision to like mega focus on hot toys?
well, because they're so sexy, and that's
It was just the thing bringing you the most joy.
So the biggest decision as to why I switched from like Hasbro 3 3/4 inch Black Series, like all of that you see in their background, is that
All this
I
trash
had so much of it.
back here.
It's not trash. It's goated. It's goated.
it's good. Bella's
But
just disrespectful.
I had so much of it, I
Mhm.
couldn't display it.
Mm,
And I felt wrong putting all of it in storage and not appreciating it like you guys are in the background. You know,
That's fair.
the boxes are all odd sizes, like, and I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
have the same problem. Like, there's no way for you to display it all.
No,
No.
I have like
Um,
rows of stuff.
Yeah.
so when I started collecting hot toys, I was like, these are a bit easier to display. I open every single one of them. You know, I get to appreciate them. I get to look at them every day. But they're also really expensive. So might as well focus on one thing or another.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's what I did.
That makes sense.
that does make sense.
That's valid. Yeah, we have so much stuff that like that's one of the things I love about Star Wars is the very unique packaging. But then when it comes to like, okay, if you buy the whole, 50 characters, where are you
Yeah.
realistically gonna put that?
Well, I mean, I've gotten to a point where we just physically can't keep collecting the way I used to.
Yes.
So I just haven't. I honestly, no shade at Hasbro or anything, but at first I really cared about the Black Series figures and stuff. And I have all of the first ones from the first
Wave.
collection, the first wave. I have a bunch still. And over time, I just kind of started just only getting the ones I really, really, I was like, I have to get it. And right now I'm at a point where it's like, I'm not really buying anything new. And unless something comes out, I'm like, I have to get that.
Okay, but the thing with you is
It's-
you want to collect everything.
That's the problem.
So
and that's
if
why I
he
had to
doesn't,
stop.
no, but I'm saying like if you don't like half of them, you're not gonna buy any of them
Oh,
because
yeah,
you want
exactly.
all of them.
Because, well, if as soon as I get one, I'm like, well, might as well get another one and the
Yeah.
other one that goes with that one.
This one has a backpack.
Exactly. So the last thing I got that I couldn't pass up at all was the Dark Empire hot toy, which was the first hot toy that I ever just bought myself. Anything else was like at Celebration, Micro Galaxy Squadron, Darth Vader, Interceptor, that other hot toy. And
Now you're buying hot
I know. Well, I don't have room.
Clint is a
I don't
bad
have room
influence.
for the. I don't have room for them.
Sorry.
I don't have room for more toys. I only have room for this 2-foot statue.
I had room for that one, and that was the only one on display. What?
No, I feel you. It definitely gets to a point where you're like, what's the point in collecting this if I can't enjoy it or even know what I have? 'Cause
I don't wanna
out of
brag.
sight, out of mind.
I don't want to brag. I feel like I kind of already have all the things that all the figures and stuff that I would want, like of the characters that I would want, I already
Yeah.
have the Delta Squad set. I have all the EU characters that they're not like if
They're
they
not
were
making
making
new stuff
new
anyways,
Mara
yeah.
Jade figures, if they were making new EU stuff, then that would immediately pull me in.
Hot Toys just came out with Revan, Nihilus,
I know.
Malgus.
I know about those because I
Other
want
than
them.
Hot
Other than the
Toys.
Hot
Star
Toys,
Killer.
because you can't just drop hot toy money whenever they're like, "Hey, we have a new
Hey,
fucking
by the way,
awesome
guys.
figure that you want." I know your bank account is already linked to the Hot Toys account, so
He gave them his social.
Yeah,
yeah.
Hot Toys just takes it out of my paycheck every month.
Along with your taxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if Hasbro was making, also entire collections, they don't really. What are they making right now? It's just like the Black Series stuff, vintage collection. Honestly, I'm drawn more to vintage collection than anything.
When
Yeah,
was
yeah.
when was the last time they dropped like 50 items in a collection?
No, like a new collection. No.
Was that like The Force Awakens?
Yeah, The Force Awakens was the last
Is
time.
that the last time they did
No,
that?
they did Last Jedi, but it wasn't that many.
But I mean like
I think Force
humongous
Awakens.
collection. Lightsabers, bed sheets,
Shit.
like shit, Legos, figures,
Yeah, I think it was Force Awakens. Like with
toasters.
who wants a toaster? Who wants a toaster?
We have so
Why are
many
you
Star
complaining
Wars
that we're not getting
toasters.
toasters? The point is, we're not getting figures. We're not getting toys. We used to get AT-ATs. We used to get TIE fighters, figures in every ship. You know what I mean? That's what I miss about the collecting. That's when I'm fully on board. But when they're not on board, it's like I'll get something here and there if it's like,
Yeah.
something I just can't miss. But unfortunately, as of now, my main collection is comic books, and at least that's what I keep up with, collecting all the Star Wars comics and reading the Star Wars comics, because that's where I feel like I get the most out of it,
Yeah.
like like that feeling of the collecting, because I love the artwork. I collect it for the artwork. I collect it for the stories, and that's what still feels like how collecting has always felt. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, that's like the OG
Yeah. But
collection.
Yeah. I don't do the single issues like you do, but I do the collected trade paperbacks and omnibuses and hardcover everything Star Wars.
yeah.
You have a big book
Granted,
collection, right?
I do up until starwarsbooks.co.uk. Ever since they closed their website, it's been so difficult for me to track down everything, and I
Oh,
just gave up.
you kind of fell off. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
So I want to say 5 years ago is when my book and comic collection stops, but I'm planning to go back and pick up everything that I missed. But
Pretty much just
yeah,
like High Republic, a
Yeah.
couple Bad Batch books. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff, but like,
There's been a few books, but I think they're all still pretty accessible
yeah,
in terms of
that's
hardcovers and stuff like that.
yeah.
The one I really, really wanted to get, and I still haven't read it, but we did just get it recently, was the Rise and Fall of the Galactic Empire, which it's like written like
Oh
a
yeah,
historical,
it's written like a textbook in
yeah,
universe, but it's all of the wars in
yeah.
Star Wars.
Well,
It's really cool.
specifically the rise, like the Empire.
Oh yeah,
that
Um,
sounds interesting. I haven't heard of that one.
dude, yeah. It,
came out like
I think
within the last year, I think.
the two that I've been, or at least one that I've been wanting to pick up, is The Art of Star Wars Visions.
Mm.
I haven't
oh, nice.
Yeah.
picked up those yet. I know there was like a special edition version that they had, so I'll have
Oh.
to hunt that one down one of
Mm.
these days.
Yeah.
But yeah. And autographs, I'm kind of the same way with autographs as your figures. I have everything that I want in my collection: Luke, Leia, Han Solo, and all of the main characters. There are a few that I miss of people that have passed away or no longer signed, but my focus is 16 by 20 photos and licensed ones. So I have like one of each of the main heavy hitters, and I think I'm good now, especially
Yeah.
since Star Wars Authentics has closed and a lot of the original cast isn't doing signings anymore.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of Ewins and Haydens and stuff already. So
That's cool.
Oh, there's so many Hayden Christensen signatures.
well, I do have
my
Natalie Portman.
my
So
my birthday is in May, so if you're ever trying to,
yeah,
make room in that collection
yeah,
for more Hot Toys, I'm sure a piece of paper takes up so much room.
yeah, so much.
So
Yeah.
much room. It's like kind of out of control.
No,
Yeah.
Well,
You have a crazy
I'll in addition to my Padme hot toys, I will also will you my Padme my Natalie
Yeah!
Portman signed
Yeah, that's
pieces.
what I'm talking about.
But considering we're all around the same age, I don't know if
if I'll get to enjoy him
I
for
don't know
too
about
long.
that.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Just be careful. She's capable.
Me capable of murder,
I didn't say that.
but
You said that.
thought it.
If I'm murdered, it all goes away.
Oh my god! They're like, someone
Only
robbed
if
his
I die of
house.
natural
There's
causes.
stipulation.
Someone robbed his house, but all they took was one binder off of a shelf, and we don't know what was in there. You'll never know.
Yeah. I guess I
You'll
better
never know.
categorize it.
Yeah. Just put air tags on all of them.
Air tags.
Air tags on the paper.
We went off on a tangent. I don't even know.
We went off on a mega
How.
tangent.
Yeah. Well.
Let's go back to the Clone Rebellion.
Yes,
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
that's what we were talking about.
I think I had a second clone that I wanted a conclusion for, and that would
Okay.
be Commander Cody.
Yes,
Cody.
the
I
king.
know in
Cody for
Bad
sure.
Batch he was struggling morally with everything that was going on with Crosshair and what the Empire was doing.
Mhm.
And I want to see where that plays out. Does he just bottle it up and stay with the Empire, or does he leave and join the fight with Rex and Wolf and Gregor?
We need
I don't know.
answers.
Yeah. Well, am I crazy, or was there somewhere that said that one of the original plans for the Kenobi series was to have Cody helping Obi-Wan out after he realizes that what they were doing was wrong, and that
I
the
believe that
effects of
rumor was true.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that. That would have been amazing.
Oh, that would have been cool. But they thought it was
Yeah.
too close.
I'm not sure why they decided to part from that decision, but I'm pretty sure that was in the original plans for the series.
Man.
See, I mean, I think it could still happen, especially if they're even thinking about a Kenobi season 2. I think there's enough time where maybe Cody does help Obi-Wan out in some way to try and make up for everything that happened, right? Where it's kind of a redemption for him. I don't know how exactly it could work out to where it's not just super random, like how the hell are you
I
here?
feel like they wanted to do it, but then they're like, no, people are gonna ship them together even more, and
Oh
they're
my
gonna
God.
make them like
They have a ship.
this like relationship.
There's a Cody Kenobi ship.
Oh my god, it's called Cody Wan. It's very serious. And
It's on Twitter.
people take it very seriously. I feel like people would have like headcanoned that, which they've already headcanoned. I feel like people would have really pushed that they were a couple. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But also, like, I
I
don't
don't know
know
about
if it
that.
makes sense that they would be there together. Like, does it?
Yeah, I don't know how they would be able to do that.
Like,
And
as much
also,
as I would want it.
Yeah, it's just after Kenobi season 1, anyone else finding out that Obi-Wan is on Tatooine bothers
Exactly.
me.
Yeah, it like becomes a possible thread.
Yeah, and
And
it's like if Cody finds out that Obi-Wan's on Tatooine and Vader couldn't.
the only way that I can see Cody finding out that Obi-Wan is on Tatooine over Vader is the fact that Ezra knows that Obi-Wan is on Tatooine and Rex knows Ezra.
True. Or what could be cool if it happened, it's like, what if that information comes to Cody and Cody, instead of turning it into Vader or whatever,
protects Obi-Wan. That would have been cool if they did that.
That would be cool.
Because like
I
then
like
they
that one.
didn't have to meet or like interact necessarily, but there's still this tie, and then that is like kind of the redeeming. I like that. You should
I
write some
do,
fan
yeah.
fiction.
Not
Cody one, just they're just friends. They're just friends.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Kenobi is
Perhaps.
loyal to Satine, so
Yeah. His heart belongs
He's
to
loyal
Satine.
to the Jedi Order.
Yeah, but his heart belongs to Satine.
Mm-mm.
Isabella.
His
what
heart-
Jedi Order?
His
Where?
heart belongs
exactly.
to rules. That man was how old he
What
looks
did he say?
70,
Don't
but he's
argue this right
playing
now.
a
Don't
50-year-old,
argue
and
this right
he's
now.
still being a
You're
Jedi
gonna
in his
lose.
little Jedi robes
You're
in
gonna
his little
lose.
cave.
You're gonna lose.
You're saying he's not loyal to the Jedi Order?
If you had said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order. What does that sound like to you?
Did he leave though?
But did she say anything? If she had said anything, he would have left the Jedi. That was the whole point.
So
You know
you're
I'm right.
saying,
You know
okay,
I'm right.
you
She
are
definitely
arguing
can't
that
say anything now.
No, she's dead.
what I am arguing is that Obi-Wan was loyal to the Jedi Order.
Yes, he was, but his heart belonged to Satine. And if she had said anything, he would have left the Jedi Order.
If she said "nana nana boo boo," he would have left.
Oh my god, if she had been like, I want
100%.
that Kenobi. This is a PG 13-ish podcast. I can't say that. But you know what I mean. If she was like, come here.
If she threw caution to the wind. Yeah.
You know I'm right.
We need a what if Obi-Wan went with Satine and just left Anakin like, good luck.
Well, he knew her before Anakin. So
Well, Anakin still would have been
I mean, he could
on it all alone.
Yeah.
Jedi Order with Yoda.
Yoda. What's your problem with Yoda?
Yoda derogatory.
Why are you all Quentin Tarantino right now?
He's
You
hating
got
everybody.
beef with everyone.
I got beef with everybody. I don't know. Just for beef's sake.
I got beef with the Jedi Order
Yeah? What's your beef?
for allowing clones to keep fighting for them. That's not the
What?
Jedi way.
Okay, so obviously Palpatine, when he came into power and made the Empire, he just did whatever he wanted. But before that happened, what were the clones told would happen after they like served? Because like they lived twice
I don't
as
think they
fast.
were told anything.
They didn't have like a
They were like,
retirement
"There's a war.
plan or like
There's a war. You're expendable. You're probably gonna die, so you don't have to worry about when
you
there's not a
retire
war.
because you're not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't think they like even there was nothing?
I don't think
I can't remember, but well, you guys haven't finished the Republic Commando novels yet, but I believe in those books they do talk about it. I think.
Or is it just kind of two guys like around the fire and they're like, "What are you gonna do when you get out?" And he's like,
It's not
I'm
canon.
gonna-
It's not canon.
"I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have
to
a
me.
farm, and I'm gonna have chickens." And then he gets like
I
blown up
think-
the next day.
Oh my god. I think what they were going to do.
What are you on today?
I think what they're going to do, or what their plan was to do, would be to have them train the next generation of clones
Oh.
and chill out
that's
on
what they-
Kamino for the rest of their days.
So they're just like, what are they called?
That is what they did, but there was also like a billion of them or something. You know, not a billion.
There wasn't a
couple.
billion.
I know, not a billion. I was exaggerating.
There's
but,
probably a
like,
couple million
Yeah, a couple million.
by the
There's
end
a
of the
couple
war.
million clones. How are you going to provide a couple million jobs to all those clones?
That's crazy. They really just like made a bajillion people and said, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
the Jedi were okay with that.
they weren't, but like they weren't gonna just let them go to waste.
They could have
Wow.
just had
What-
lives.
Wow.
They could have just had normal
You're
lives.
gonna let all these clones that were bred. All they know is war and tactics.
They could have been
and-
mercenaries. They could have been.
Oh my god!
You could
security.
at least give them a choice. At least give them a choice.
Do they get personhood?
I mean, I think
They can have a choice, and they can have a conscripted or optional military for the Republic.
Which one's the one that leaves and has a fine ass Twi'lek wife and kids?
Cutler Quain.
Cutler Quain.
The French one.
Yeah. In his situation, I do think it's kind of shit for them to be like, "Oh, well, you're a deserter, and like if you come back, we'll like kill you." You know?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I feel like if they were like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of this. Being able to like request to like get out of the military, I think that should have been an option. But again, most of the clones they were like,
This is my
since they
my
were
existence.
since they were created and born, and all they remember
And that's
is
fine.
knowing war.
That's fine. That's fine. But I think after the Battle of Geonosis, the Jedi Council, if they were doing things by the Jedi way, should have halted the production of clones, asked each individual clone that survives the Battle of Geonosis if they want to continue the fight. If they do, they can stay. If they don't, they can leave. And then the rest of the army can be filled by people like Tarkin, who joined the Republic forces.
I agree. But my only rebuttal here is that's not the Jedi's fault, and the Jedi cannot and were not in a position to just make decisions like that. It was Palpatine continuing
Okay.
to order more clones.
Yeah.
And that was like
That's
a whole
fine.
thing.
In Star Wars, is
I
Palpatine the chief of the military?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, okay.
American.
He's the commander in chief, right? I agree with that. It's not the Jedi's decision whether that happens, but they should have advocated for it.
Like, hey, Palpatine, do you think
Well,
maybe
didn't they? When like Padme was trying to halt the production of clones.
Padme
and
fought
stuff.
Padme's not
for
a
that
Jedi.
for like
Yeah, I know, but
Padme fought for it.
years.
yeah,
There was
Padme
no Jedi that sided with her.
there wasn't a single Jedi.
Not that
Did
I.
Anakin even get involved?
Anakin didn't.
He was
Anakin did not side with
Anakin is
her, I
the
don't believe.
exception because he never wanted to do anything that the council wanted, and he was all gung ho the whole time. The entire Clone Wars, he was like, these droids, you know. He was
Yeah.
always like
but
continue the
Anakin,
production of
but
clones.
Anakin was, from my understanding, he saw the clones as people more than anyone else.
Yeah,
out of
he
any
did.
of the
Agreed.
other
But
Jedi.
Yeah.
he did, but he also was very passionate about the threat that the Separatists posed.
So it was like a necessary
It was
evil.
exactly, and so what if there's a dictatorship?
Yeah, that's true.
If it's for the good of the people,
We all know the Jedi lost their way, and the clones was part of that.
yes, it's definitely
yeah.
it's
The culmination of the Sith's
And
1,000-year plan.
I loved the Clone Wars. That is my favorite era of Star Wars. I am
Really?
a huge fan of clones. Like, clones are everything for me in Star Wars. Like, there's no Star Wars for me without clones. Like,
Word.
yeah.
I could read and watch comics, animation, live action of Clone Wars stories every single day for the rest of my life. If Disney just said, all we're making is Clone Wars stuff, that would be a dream come true. But I have to admit that the use of humans being bred for war is not the Jedi way.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I do agree, but that's why they were against it, and Sifo Dyas was the only fool that was like, I'm gonna trust Dooku.
Okay, I don't know much about
Well, he was also
him.
manipulated, wasn't
Exactly, he was manipulated.
What was his understanding of the situation?
Well, he was okay. So there's history to this. He was taking a very Revan stance.
Okay.
Revan during the Mandalorian Wars was the only Jedi that thought that the Jedi should step in and assist with pushing back the Mandalorians, because the Mandalorians were taking over the entire galaxy and quickly, like entire systems at a time. So Revan was like, okay, to the council, you guys won't listen. We need to do something. I'm going to go and I'm going to take any Jedi that wants to come with me. That's pretty much what Sifo Dyas was doing, which was, hey, there's this threat. There's going to be a big problem here soon. And the Jedi Order alone cannot handle a war, cannot handle a situation like this. And we're going to get overrun immediately.
But was it the Jedi's responsibility?
The Jedi's responsibility is to the Senate, to the Republic. That's where their loyalty lies. They cannot make any decisions they can't just be like, yeah, well, we're going to create an army, or we're going to, go to war, or we're going to make these decisions. That's what the Senate and the Chancellor are for. But that's exactly why the Jedi are always so like, we can't make any decisions, because they really can't, and they really shouldn't be, right? They shouldn't be the deciding for they should, I don't know, maybe they should have had
anything that they did outside of what the Senate told them to do would have been treason. That's why Anakin in Revenge of the Sith tells Obi-Wan that spying on Palpatine is treason.
Yeah.
Because it was.
It
was Watergate.
And he was like, I don't trust Palpatine. He's doing all this sus stuff. And Anakin was like, you're asking me to do something sus.
So that's why Sifo Dyas was like, well, I'm gonna do something because no one else will. But he got manipulated by Dooku and Palpatine. He didn't know it was Palpatine.
So he really didn't talk to any other Jedi? Like, it was just him? He was just like,
well, where
did he get all this money?
I think he thought he was talking to another Jedi because he was talking to Dooku. Him and Dooku did this.
Dooku already had money, I
Yeah,
believe,
Dooku
from
was
being a
he's a
count.
count. Yeah, he's the Count of Sereno. So he he had money. I think I'm pretty sure they
Okay.
used.
Okay, it's making
Yeah,
sense now.
it's a big not plot hole. It's a big part of the story that
That
it
didn't have
really
time
isn't
for they didn't have screen
expanded
time
upon
for
enough.
it. Yeah. No, I never hear
Yeah,
anyone talk about it. It's just like a meme.
well, they show it briefly in Clone Wars,
Yeah,
right?
briefly.
And briefly talk about it in Attack of the Clones,
I mean,
and that's about it.
I think they dive into it more in Labyrinth of Evil, if I am
But
remembering
it's not
correctly.
canon.
It's not, but like it is.
Boo.
It is.
In my head.
It's a great book.
I feel like we also need to see a continuation of oh my god, I always forget her name. The purple girl. She has like little
Chuchi.
Chuchi, Senator Chuchi. I think it was in Bad Batch. She's
Yeah, she's
still
fighting
fighting for what happens to the
Well,
clones
clone
after the
rights,
war. Like, what are
'cause
their
no one
rights?
represents.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna house them or feed them? Or like, are they getting disability? Are they getting like literally anything?
pension.
Are they getting a pension? Are you just throwing them on the
I
street?
think it's safe to say she was silenced pretty quickly because in Kenobi you have that homeless clone.
Yeah.
Uh,
That
I
was
think
that was so
you
hard to
know
watch. I was like,
the
I was like,
Empire
"Oh,
took over the Senate basically, right?
Yeah, bit by
I
bit.
am the
Eventually,
Senate.
everyone there was just puppets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, eventually.
Until Mommy Mothma.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, you saw it in Andor. Mothma, there's
it
not
was
much she can do.
no, because
And
it was just like all the senators left that are being
Paid.
bought out by Palpatine and his ideals, and they don't care because it benefits them, and so all the corruption.
That
well, and
was
then you have
crazy.
the
Like,
threat. Yeah, you have the threat of your world getting punished for,
Exactly, because it's not just you.
like Gorman. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah.
do you go against the Empire and have what happened to Gorman happen to your planet? Or do you just go with the flow?
Yeah.
And I think that's a theme in the Clone Wars and the Rise of the Empire that,
Yeah.
the Jedi Order just went with the flow because they're like, we might think something sus, but we can't do anything about
Can't
it
act on it.
because even though they know it's wrong. And
Yeah.
that's just a common theme throughout that period.
The Jedi are very much about not forcing things, because if it happens, it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And that was the problem.
It's the will
with
of the Force.
the will of the Force, and
Like,
that's what.
Anakin, your mom died a brutal, horrific death, and that's the will of the Force.
Yeah. Yep. We cannot save your mom because she doesn't have midichlorians high enough. So that's the will of the
Agreed.
Force.
The will of the Force. I'm gonna start using that when someone like something goes wrong. I'm just gonna be like, it's the will of the Force. What are you gonna
I already say it.
do?
Say get good.
Get good.
Your mom
Yeah.
got killed by Tuskens.
On Arc Raiders, if they ask why, you say it's the will of the Force.
It's the will
It's
of
the
the
will
Force.
of the
Get good.
Okay,
Well-
how likely do we think it is that we could get a show like this?
I think it's very
I
likely.
think it's very likely.
Yeah?
I agreed. With animation, you can do it at any time.
Yeah, like
So
the restraints are not as
I
much as
don't
like live
think.
action.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get it in like a comic or a book, I think we will get it in animation because Dave isn't one
Yeah.
to leave rocks
Stone
unturned.
unturned. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also, like, as much as I love Star Wars movies, I do think that any future for Star Wars and telling stories in these like fan favorite eras, like the original trilogy and Clone Wars, it's got to be through animation.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
you can't get Hayden Christensen anymore, when you can't get Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher,
Yeah.
like,
How else?
I'm sorry, but the last thing I want is a recast Princess Leia, a recast Luke Skywalker, because those characters are those actors.
Well, I agree. Animation should definitely. I think we should lead with that.
Mhm.
Solo actually wasn't
Well, okay.
bad.
I think I have a couple of stipulations. I don't want to give the wrong idea here. I think that portraying a character at an age that is before we've seen them in before. You know what I mean? So it's like the Solo movie. We see a young Han, a Han before A New Hope. But if we got the Solo movie and it took place in between episodes 4 and 5,
That's not Harrison
and it's not
Ford.
Harrison Ford, that bothers me.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
can
mean?
see that. Now, let me ask you a question really quick. Would you be okay with Sebastian Stan playing Luke Skywalker right after episode 6?
They should. Mm.
I would okay, look, I think I might have some I think I do have hot takes about this because I've talked about this before and people don't like what I say. I think that if they're gonna do legacy characters, live action in their prime, when we know that it's Mark Hamill, you know what I mean? I think that if any company, if any studio, if any special effects studio and movie studios, or if anyone is going to do it and do it right and perfect it and make it look amazing, and not necessarily AI, I mean specifically like special effects, right? If you're going to put a de-aged Mark Hamill, or like, you know what I mean? Like what they did with Tarkin in Rogue One.
Yeah.
I would prefer a recast than a deepfake.
I don't.
Oh, wait. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. If they said they were doing episode 6, right after episode 6 to episode 7 trilogy with the original 3 in a deepfake, I don't know how I would feel about that.
But
If they
that's what
did
I
it
mean.
in wait, if they did it in animation, that would be fine. If they
Yeah,
did it
that's fine.
with, let me give a what if. What if they did it with Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker, Billy Lord as Princess Leia, and Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think it would hit as hard
okay,
as people think it would hit.
that's fair. I'm just wondering. Like,
Look,
what?
the only way I'm saying that I would accept like a deep fake is if it was done flawlessly, and that's what I'm saying is like I
I
think,
don't think they could do it.
but that's what I mean. That's the only way I would accept it.
Because
If
Yeah.
not that, then I just give me animation.
the technology is there for one cameo. It's not there for 2.5 hours in a movie theater.
And for
Exactly.
like 90% of the cast, no.
No.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Then I don't want it. I personally
Okay.
then
Just
I don't
stick
want
to
it.
animation.
Stick to animation. Give
That's fair.
new voice actors an opportunity to voice these legacy characters like they did with Matt Lanter and James Arnold Taylor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give new people new opportunities to tell these amazing stories of the characters that we love, right? And no one, yeah, people at the beginning, some people had a problem with, the new voice actors with Clone Wars, but like no one cares anymore, and like everyone loves Matt and James and Catherine Tabor, you know what I mean? We're used to having different voices for these for legacy characters in animation, so
Yeah, it
I'm
wouldn't be anything.
I
like-
wouldn't have a problem with that.
I think with the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, anything in the timeline of the original 6 movies, and I guess now with the sequel trilogy as well, anything within those periods, if they involve the original characters, should be animation only.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Live action should be new characters or characters like clones or Republic Commandos that you can do with live action, and then like Old Republic or post
Yeah.
episode 9, then you can do live action. But
Yeah.
Yeah, like for live action movies and legacy characters, I feel like we've already gotten the movies that we should get with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what I was saying at the beginning. Is like the future for Star Wars and any legacy character stories, it has to be animation because that's how you please everyone.
You don't want to set yourself up for failure.
because I'm
like
not
the Star Wars community is already such a tough critic
exactly.
that if you're like, hey guys, we're bringing back the original trilogy and here's 10 deep fake characters that are going to be in it. There's no way in hell that's ever going to succeed. It's impossible to succeed.
No, and then also thinking about it, if they recast, even if people like the castings for these legacy
You're gonna get eaten
characters,
alive.
there's going to be at least 50% of the audience that is completely turned off by it them being just recast.
Doesn't matter who it is. It's just the
And
fact.
anyone that
Yeah.
watches it are going to be comparing these actors to Mark Hamill, to Harrison Ford, to Carrie Fisher, and it's never going to be
That.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me pose one more thing. I think it's important to realize that Star Wars animation can be done in different animation mediums than just the Clone Wars style.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Old Republic cutscenes or
Oh,
trailers.
yeah.
For example, like those were fantastic. So we could see, the original characters in a more mature animation style.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
That's a possibility. And then I also want to ask you guys, I know that a lot of fans would be upset with a recast or deep fake, but at the same time, it's honestly crazy to me that people don't like animation and refuse to watch anything animation even though it's
Yeah.
it's
good,
insane.
but it's a reality. Like I would say 50% of Star Wars fans or fans of anything in general refuse to watch anything animated and only
Yeah.
watch live action stuff. So that
Mhm.
could play into, Disney's decision on whether to make something like an original cast story in animation over recast or deepfake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that definitely is a strong point. Like, you're not wrong. But I also think that most people that refuse to watch specifically Star Wars animation, I think they're just not, they just don't understand that specifically Clone Wars, like, let's just use that as an example. Like, people are used to animation like, yeah, Adventure Time and SpongeBob, right? But that is on the complete opposite side of the spectrum of what something like Clone Wars is, that was created by George to be, and like the whole process was not like, oh, we're making a cartoon. This is film.
Yeah.
This
The
is
way he
animated,
approached it.
but it's
Yeah.
film. And these
It's really sad.
no, I'm just saying, like the stories, the storyboard, the characters, everything. He treated it all like he was like how he made movies. So I think that Star Wars has that level of storytelling, of making animation not just like a kids thing.
Like it's not a cartoon.
It's not a cartoon.
And
It's
we
not
know
a
that.
Yeah, we know.
caricature.
That's what I mean. Is
It's
we
an
know
We're aware of
animated.
that. Some people will just skip it
They can't
entirely
get
just
past
because
that
it's
mentally.
animated, because they
I
think it's for kids. Even
yeah,
though people will tell them it's not for kids, they're like, I can't get past
I know,
animation.
but
And it's really sad because some of the best stories are told in that medium,
they are.
like Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
Ghibli movies. I could go on and on about various anime and even American cartoons like Avatar: The Last Airbender, for example.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. I mean, I think I bring up what I was saying because also I've talked to and met a lot of people that were like that. Were like, oh no, I haven't watched Clone Wars or I haven't watched Rebels. I just can't. It's animated or whatever. And then they watch it and they're like, damn, that was not like
What I thought it
what I
was.
expected, right? So that's what I mean is like most people are in that stage of like, well, it's animated, I don't want to watch it, but it's like as soon as they do, they realize, it's not just us that think, oh, it's peak and just because it's Star Wars. No,
I
it's
don't know
been
anyone that's
proven,
watched
like
the Clone Wars, at least like tried the first 3 seasons and then didn't like it. I've only heard people say I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, I couldn't get into it and I didn't like it. It's like, well, you didn't give it a chance.
yeah.
Cuz like you got to give it more than 3
But
episodes.
also
Yeah.
that I think that Clone Wars specifically had a rough time, or still, I mean, to a degree still has a rough time getting people to watch, but also because yes, as much as we are prequel fans and we love those characters, not everyone, it's not everyone's top.
And Clone Wars was specifically made with kids in mind and didn't start to get more mature themes until I would say season 3.
Yeah,
So a lot of
Yeah.
people that start like around season 3, because Clone Wars, it's not chronological. Like there is a watch order you have to look up, but the traditional watch order is not chronological. So
no,
yeah, there is that barrier to entry, you could say. Like, I mean, even with Attack on Titan, I think it's goated from the start. But most people will say, like, episode 5 will make or break you. You'll either continue watching after episode 5 or you will stop. It's one
Yeah.
or the other.
Yeah.
And I think if Disney goes and makes an original trilogy cast
Hell yeah.
animation and wants to target an older audience, then I think they could do it. It would just be getting people to realize that animation is a great storytelling medium
Yeah.
and it's not just for kids.
Yeah, and also I do think that if it was a new show and it was with the OT characters, I think that alone would be enough to get most people that would otherwise pass on animation to say,
Yeah.
you know what, I'm willing to give it a shot. Because I see Luke, Han, Leia, and a big fat Darth Vader helmet right behind them on the poster. That gets me excited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That gets me hyped.
Yeah.
And like,
I
you know,
agree.
I feel like a lot of people want to ignore it now in the Star Wars community, but like the OT characters, the OT lineup carries way more weight than any of the trilogies.
Also, like,
you know?
how many stories have we gotten in comics?
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
and
Yeah, we've
people
gotten a
love
lot.
comics. So what is the
But,
disconnect between comic and animation?
well, there's still a lot of Star Wars fans that won't even read the comics or the books. You know, that is
Yeah.
still a big.
You're missing out on so much peak.
You are. You really are.
You
Like,
are missing out.
So
I mean,
much.
but it's a bigger barrier to entry, I think, than animation.
Yeah, because
is.
animation,
Yeah.
you find the show, start with episode 1. You know, comics, there's different series, different volumes of the series,
And it can be confusing.
It can be confusing, and if you don't know where to start, that's the only thing that I will give, you know, people who still haven't jumped into the comics and the books, is it is a little more intimidating to be like, I don't know, you know, where do I start?
We
But
do need to give some recommendations here for
we should.
Legends stuff and canon material to start out with. So maybe that's a topic for another time.
Yeah, definitely. I think
I would love
that
to
would
talk
be
about
fun,
that.
and I'm sure there's always people that are asking us like, where do I start?
Like, what do
So,
you like? There's 50 years worth
honestly,
of stuff to read.
quickly,
Yeah.
before I move on, I will only say this. With Star Wars, I think you can start anywhere. Unless you're like reading the second book in a trilogy, like don't do
Yeah.
that. But like start with any story that interests you,
Issue number 1 of whatever series.
or like literally any book, any story that looks interesting to you, dive into that. Because if you like that, you're gonna start digging, and then you're gonna find, oh, well, they mentioned this battle that happens in this other comic. I'm gonna read that. Or they mentioned this character that got introduced in this other book. I'm gonna read that. You know, and it sends you down a rabbit hole. Just
Yeah.
starting sends you down a rabbit hole. So
I definitely recommend starting with if you're doing comics, start with an omnibus or a trade paperback at number 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
trade paperbacks
Number
are
1.
easy. Trade paperbacks are the simplest way to get started.
To consume.
I'm the crazy
And
one.
it's
that
digital
likes
now.
the issues.
You
And
you can
digital.
look at it digitally.
And you
too,
can now
so.
read comics on the Kindle Color Soft.
Yeah, if you have
That's
one
cool.
of the new Kindles with the color.
I might have to do that
You should. It's
because
cool.
I don't
You can,
I don't like ruining my comics.
you
know?
can like zoom in on panels and like it's crisp.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's sweet.
I would use it, but I do get this physical comics.
And I'm always reading my Kindle.
Well, I really hope that Disney does a Clone Rebellion show. I think there are so many loose ends to tie up. And whether or not the clones take on the Empire in a big way or just small little ways and help the rebellion,
Yeah.
I'd be fine with it. As long as we get some conclusions to some of our favorite clones, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a very cool show, but I think we do need to ground ourselves a little
Be
bit.
ready for
and
the emotional
yeah, because it's gonna be
damage.
a very sad ending.
Yeah, it's not going to go
It's not gonna go
very well for a lot of clones.
But think
As we
about
see in Rebels, there's only 3.
But think about how cool it would be to watch clone veteran rebels fighting against TK or stormtroopers.
They are going to clear the floor, except
gonna be like-
in
That would be really
numbers.
cool.
It's gonna be like 300, except clones
Yeah.
versus
Oh,
man.
dude, that would be so freaking
That's a good.
cool.
That's a good
That's a whole other
connection there.
aspect of it is
Yeah.
this is the end of the clone story, but this is also the beginning of the stormtroopers story,
Mhm.
which is normal people, right? It's
Yeah.
not
It's
not
conscripted.
clones, it's conscripted soldiers. So, speaking of which, read Lost Stars. It's the best Star Wars book ever.
100%. Well, I don't know about
Ever.
I don't know about ever, but
ever is
it
the
is one of my favorite. It
Ever.
is my favorite canon Star Wars book that I've ever read, and I've read a lot of them.
Fake.
Lost Stars is
fake.
absolutely fantastic. Erikel, I don't know what you're doing.
You need to read it.
I'm reading EU. I will read Lost
No,
Stars.
it's literally it's peak.
I know. I know.
I am in people's comments all the time saying read Lost Stars,
Read
read
Lost
Lost
Stars.
Stars, read Lost Stars. If you're not going to read any other canon Star Wars novel, read Lost Stars. It
It
agreed.
changes you
Hands
as a
down.
person. It fundamentally changes you. You will not be the same after.
I'm already.
It gives
not
you
the-
so many
just hearing
different
about it.
perspectives of both sides of the war. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you like the Empire comics from the EU, it's very similar
Okay.
vibes.
Okay, you got me.
I have it literally right over there. You can
You
start
got
right
me.
after we get off. You can
All right,
start reading
I will
it.
finish it tonight.
And then you can give us an update next week.
Okay.
I'll quiz
No,
you.
because tonight we need to play Arc. But
Yeah, we're rating tonight.
we're running out of time. But I just want to go over the giveaway one more time with you
One more
guys.
time.
Our holiday giveaway, we're doing a Republic Commando giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a Culture Kings Republic Commando t-shirt in your size of choice. I'm also going to be giving away Star Wars Republic Commando for PC limited run on this beautiful card back. And it also comes with the 2 limited run trading cards, holographic foil,
Beautiful.
pre-order exclusive.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
And Eric and Bella will also be chipping in with
Watch the
With
mic.
those.
their Republic
Ayy.
Commando pins they just made. We got Boss, Scorch, Sev, and Fixer. And they're even going to throw in a Boss sticker.
There he is.
Yay.
Boom. Come on, Travis,
So
make him wait for it. Boom.
Boom. Well, all you have to do to enter is subscribe to this YouTube channel, Clint Skirata, comment on this video with a topic you'd like us to cover on Kamino Comms, and your Instagram username. Make sure you're a public account so I can message you. The winner will be selected randomly and announced in next week's episode, so be sure to watch that one. I will reach out to the winner on Instagram to get your mailing address, and the winner will have 48 hours to respond. So yeah, that's all you have to do to enter. Thank you for watching this episode of Kamino Comms.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.